Hello everyone and welcome back to Fashion Rewritten, where you learn about fashion sustainability and the harms of fast fashion. I'm your host, Caitlin Travis, and today we're kicking off our first mini podcast where I'll be delivering and talking about tips and tricks when it comes to thrifting and being more sustainable when you're shopping. Today's episode is all about the thrill of thrifting accessories. So if you're like me and you love to thrift, you've spent hours digging through a thrift store with a specific style or item in mind, only to find the opposite of what you're looking for, and it's a perfect vintage bag, a statement necklace or earrings you've been looking for forever, or funky sunglasses, and they're all under $5. This is why accessories are so vivid and important with thrifting, because there's something so magical and thrilling and honestly victorious about thrifting accessories, because it's not just shopping. It's like going on a mini treasure hunt and finding gold, and quite literally gold, because if you're like me, you love gold jewelry. So today I'm spilling why accessories are the secret weapon for thrifters and when you go thrifting, and how you can score the best finds without spending a fortune on something that's going to be durable and not tarnish. Because I know my most prized possession is jewelry that is thrifted, something that I can wear and it looks good, and it looks good for a long time. And people ask me, where'd you get it? And I can say proudly it's thrifted, and I know in the back of my mind I spent less than $4 on that piece of jewelry. So to start off, we're going to talk about why accessories are the best things to thrift. Why is it better than clothing? How is it more useful? Why? So first off, it's cheaper than clothing, which gives you a low risk yet high reward. Clothing can be about $6 to $10 per piece, depending where you're located or where you're shopping, but jewelry is usually all under $5. And accessories can be under $10 when it comes to bags or glasses. And this all comes with low risk because you're spending less money than you would on a piece of clothing. And not only that, but you're more likely to get more use out of accessories rather than a piece of clothing that is an outfit, rather than building off of an outfit, which leads into my next point, which is it's easier to style with multiple outfits. Outfit building is so hard, especially if you don't have neutrals or don't know your style and you don't know how to layer and build and make multiple uses out of different types of items in your closet. With jewelry adds to an outfit. It accentuates an outfit. Clothing can't do that unless you know how to build. Jewelry you just add and it makes things pop, which is also why it correlates with what I said previously, a low risk and high reward, because jewelry can be more easy or easier to style with clothing rather than how clothing is styled and built off of one another. Another thing is that vintage accessories are often better made, meaning like they have higher quality metals or real leather if it's a leather piece of jewelry, which is that bohemian vibe. This is super important when you're looking at jewelry. If you're looking at jewelry at a thrift store and it looks like it's brand new, but yet it's at the thrift store, it probably isn't brand new. It's just actually durable and a vintage piece, so that you can wash it when you get home, or you can clean that jewelry and it will continue to be durable, shiny, and not tarnished while you own it, because it was at the thrift store and it wasn't tarnished. So that means if you keep wearing it and you keep up with it, it's not going to tarnish either. And you're only spending maximum $5 on this piece of jewelry. Accessories add instant personality to an outfit as well. So unlike clothing, it's kind of adding to what I already said. Jewelry has a lot of diversity or a lot of potential, and a lot of different jewelry in different colors can add potential to outfits or pieces in itself. So that's why you can get more out of jewelry. So you're spending less and also getting more, because it can turn a certain outfit into this type of vibe where it's more chic, more business, or it can turn this outfit to look more chic but also street style, so it looks amped up with big hoops, big bulky jewelry. But if you're doing the business style that's chic that we talked about earlier, maybe it's more tinier, it's more dainty jewelry. All of this comes together, and it's not as expensive as how clothing would come together, because you're spending more than $10 on a piece of clothing rather than the jewelry that's, again, maximum $5. And according to the Good Trade in 2023, they said accessories are often the easiest entry point into sustainable secondhand shopping, which is offering a creativity without the environmental cost. So you can be creative with your jewelry as well, and it's easier to, again, to style or dress up or dress down, which is an amazing outlet for people to also jump into the sustainability industry and be sustainable, because it's hard when you're trying to go look for clothing, because it takes a lot to be patient and search through that thrift store to find clothing, especially when you're used to just going to a store that has exactly what you want, like Hollister or American Eagle or Garage or Shein, whatever it is, those fast fashion brands. So next up, we're going to be talking about tips for thrifting accessories like a pro and knowing what to look for and what to avoid or what to check. So first off is checking quality. This includes zippers, clasps, stitching if it's a leather piece of accessory or if it's a purse, so it has certain stitching. This is all super important. Check the zippers on your purses before you get them. Check the clasp on your earring if it clasps together, the necklace, the actual hook clasp, or the bracelet with a hook clasp. All these things are super important to make sure that it's durable, and once it stretches out, or once it's worn or once it's used, it's not going to break. I had a terrible experience one time where I thrifted a watch that was a little bit big, so I was planning on to make it smaller because it was an elastic band. Well, once I did that and took some links off and went to go put it back together, I went to put it on and then it ended up just breaking because I didn't check the elasticity and I didn't make sure that it was going to be durable before I took it home. Another thing is look in unexpected places. So look in those places that, even though it doesn't say, oh, jewelry aisle, oh, jewelry area, look in the scarf area, scarf racks, men's belts, jewelry baskets. That might be in the home decor. It's a jewelry basket, but they didn't check inside, so maybe there's jewelry inside of that jewelry basket or jewelry holder or whatever you want to call it. Especially when other thrifters go to thrift stores, they might not know if they want something, so they hide it. Just like if you're in a store and it's the last size of something so cute in American Eagle, you put it in the boys section, or you put it in the very back of an extra small, medium, large, extra large, whatever it is, because you don't want that person to get it. The same thing happened at a thrift store. People don't want you to get it. So look at unexpected places, because there could be purses, belts, glasses, earrings, bracelets, any type of accessory there because people are hiding it, or it was honestly just mislooked and someone misplaced it when the people who were working at the store didn't put it in the right place. Lastly is thinking creatively. This comes with clothing as well, but also jewelry, because a brooch can become a part of a necklace, or a belt can become a strap on a bag, especially if it's chain linked. It can be a new strap for your bag. Necklaces, if they're those long wrap necklaces that are meant to be like 36 inches long, can be a cute belly chain if it's wrapped twice or once. Doesn't matter. It can be a belly chain if you're into that type of style. It can honestly be anything, which goes on to what I was saying earlier about jewelry being so versatile and accessories being so versatile. Because also a brooch could become a necklace, but also an earring or some type of dangly charm that's miscellaneous in the accessories aisle could go on a necklace and it'd be the cutest thing ever. So, lastly, on the tips for thrifting is don't be afraid to clean or polish or DIY small fixes. Cleaning jewelry, it's meant to be clean. That's why there's things that are sold called jewelry cleaners. So clean that jewelry, even if it looks dirty at the thrift store. Know that if you could clean it or if you could polish it, it would look so much better or it looks so much brighter. Another thing is the DIY small fixes. Like I said, I took a watch to make it shorter. Did it break? Yes, but that doesn't happen all the time. And again, it kind of correlates with thinking creatively. Make that belt that's a chain link into a purse strap. Do those small fixes or those small things, or if something's too big, take a chain link off, or maybe fix it. One time I got a pearl necklace and I made it a pearl bracelet, and I glued the pearls onto old stud earrings and made a whole pearl set. And that was just with one pearl necklace. There's multiple things you can do. You just have to think outside of the box when it comes to DIYing and fixing things. So lastly, I have a fun thrift challenge for my listeners. I want you to visit a local thrift store and find one accessory, purse, jewelry, sunglasses, belt, whatever it is, under $10. And Post it and tag at Fashion Rewritten on Instagram. A bonus point is if you can style it 3 different ways and share it on social media, and again, tag me. If you can tag me, I will repost you and give you a huge shout out because that would be awesome for you to do. So, in a world full of fast fashion, thrifting accessories is a way to shop smarter, express yourself, and uncover pieces with real character and authenticity. Because things that are given away or secondhand, it's not usually that stuff that's at Shein, which everyone's buying because everyone shops at Shein. It's more authentic and it's going to look cooler and not everyone's going to have it. All while being a little bit kinder to the planet is this process of sustainability. You thrifting is being kinder to the planet. So next time you're in a thrift store, don't just walk past the bins and baskets, because you might just find your new favorite thing or your new staple that you end up wearing every single day. So that's all I have for you guys today for my mini episode. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And until next time, happy treasure hunting, happy thrifting, and remember, one ethical choice at a time.